All right, let's jump right into a really big question. A puzzle, really. Why do some people hit massive success only for it to completely crumble? Well, the answer isn't about luck or some raw talent. It's about something way, way deeper. Something that gets built long before the spotlight ever finds you. I mean, it's kind of scary to think about, right? We've all seen it happen. The superstar who rises fast and then just disappears. This is what happens when all the external rewards, the fame and the money, show up before the internal foundation is solid. So, what is that foundation? Let's get into it.
And this is where it gets really interesting. On one side, you've got all the shiny stuff, the money, the job titles, the applause. It all looks amazing from the outside. But then you've got the inner character. That's the quiet work, the daily choices nobody sees. That's the stuff that actually holds you together when life decides to push back.
Okay, so here's the bottom line. Any success that isn't built on a foundation of character is, well, it's fragile. It's like a gorgeous skyscraper built on sand. The second a storm rolls in, and let's be real, life always brings storms, that whole thing is in danger of coming down. So the question is, how do you stop that from happening? How do you avoid the collapse? Well, we've got to flip the whole script. Forget chasing success first and hoping you'll figure out the rest later. We have to focus on building that foundation first. It is all about character. You know, I absolutely love this definition. It's so simple, but so powerful. Character isn't a performance. It's not about the highlight reel you post online. It's about what you choose to do in those quiet moments when nobody's looking. It's who you are when no one's around to give you a pat on the back. It's the real you. Let me tell you, when things get tough, you don't magically become a better person. All that pressure does is shine a massive spotlight on the person you've already built. It's like an audit of your character, and it's gonna find what's really there, or what's not. And this is exactly what happens when that foundation is shaky. Someone gets that big opportunity they've been dreaming of, more money, more influence, more attention, but they don't have the character to handle it. And suddenly, that opportunity becomes a heavy burden. The very thing that was supposed to lift them up is what ends up pulling them down. Okay, so that's the what and the why. But what about the how? How do we actually build this inner strength? The good news is it's not some big mystery or some vague idea. It's built on clear, practical pillars that any one of us can work on. It really comes down to three key things. First, mastering your habits. Second, building your integrity. And third, developing patience. Just think of these as the three main pillars holding up the entire structure of your character. All right, let's start with habits. Your habits are basically the engine of your life. Your character isn't just a thought in your head, it's what you actually do day in and day out. Your habits are the real-world proof of your discipline, your consistency, and your commitment. Man, this quote is so important. We all love setting big, exciting goals, right? But here's the thing. Those goals are pretty much useless if you don't have the daily habits to back them up. Your life isn't shaped by your grand ambitions. It's shaped by what you do every single day, especially on the boring days. So where do you even begin? It's simpler than you think. It starts with small, concrete actions, like keeping the tiny promises you make to yourself, getting out of bed when the alarm goes off, finishing one small task before you jump to the next. Every time you do that, you're building trust with the most important person in your life, you. Okay, next up, pillar number 2, integrity. And this is about so much more than just being a good person. Think of it as the internal steel frame that holds your entire life together. It means what you say and what you do are the same thing. There's no gap. And this is why it matters so much. Because when that big break comes, it's not just testing your skills on a spreadsheet. No way. It's testing your ego, your honesty, your ability to just keep your word. Think of integrity as your training ground. It's what gets you ready for the real test. All right, and our final pillar, patience. And I get it, this one gets a bad rap. We think of it as just sitting around, waiting, but that's not what this is. Real patience is an active strength. It's the grit to keep showing up, to keep doing the work, especially when it feels like nothing is happening. You know, this is the exact moment where most people fail. Growth is almost always invisible at first. It's happening under the surface, like a seed underground. And that silent phase, that's where most people give up. They mistake the quiet for failure, and they bail right before the breakthrough. Okay, so you do all this quiet work, you build the habits, you live with integrity, you practice patience. What's the real prize here? I'll tell you this much. It's actually something way better than just success. The real reward? It's internal. It's this deep down calm you get from knowing exactly who you are and what you stand for. It's a stability that can't be rattled by some random event. And, maybe best of all, it's a quiet confidence that doesn't need anyone else's approval, likes, or applause to feel real. So if there's one thing to take away, it's this. Build the person before you build the resume. Focus on your inner world first. Then, when success shows up, and it will, you'll actually be ready for it. And because you're ready, it will be here to stay. So I want to leave you with this one thought. Every single choice you make today, to hit snooze or get up, to be honest or take the easy way out, to be patient or to get frustrated, every choice is a vote for the person you're becoming. So my question for you is, who did you vote for today?